Good morning, everyone. So it is finally time for our early July garden tour. I didn't do end of May because nothing has really changed, and I swapped it out with my friend's garden tour instead. But I am so excited to show you guys what has grown since the beginning of June, essentially. So we're going to be starting from the back today, and I want to show you the black-eyed Susans that has just exploded. I mean, last time there was just buds, like even smaller than this, and now they are massive. My nephew had asked me if these were sunflowers, and they do very much resemble sunflowers, but nope, black-eyed Susans. And these were started from seeds, as you guys know. And then we have the artichoke in the back that has just expanded as well. I'm gonna come in here and just prune off some of these leaves just so that I could get ventilation for the other plants. I have a salvia down in here that has just been squashed by everything else. The blueberry there is not doing so well, but I think it's because it's been eaten up multiple times. The calendulas kind of look like they are petering out a little bit, but then still having new blooms. So I think I do have to go in and maybe prune those up, get those dead foliage and flowers off, and hopefully they bounce back, because I really enjoyed that yellow and orange colors that they bring to the front part of the garden.
Is that artichoke the same one that was in the front before?
Yeah.
And you
because
trimmed
they
it up and brought it back here?
Right, because they caught aphids. So I think I have a clip of that where we were in the front, and I took a look at the artichoke, and because there was so much artichokes together, they weren't getting good air and all that stuff, so aphids kind of took over, so I just kind of pulled that one out. Here we have the salvia that I haven't pruned on any of these, so they've just been kind of dying back and reblooming on their own, which is really nice. And then we have the Black Knight Scabiosa. So they're looking not as upright because we just had rain.
Yeah,
this is the Cosmo.
They look a little wet.
Yeah, this is the Cosmo. It's really pretty. And then if we come back here, we have the potatoes. These were just all volunteer potatoes, and I'm going to harvest all of this today and replant new ones. I usually like to plant the potatoes when it's like a little bit cold still. Potatoes actually do like that cold temperature, so I do plant some in the summer season as well, and they do fairly good, but I would have preferred if I just pulled out these volunteers and really mass planted potatoes back when it was like a little bit cooler. We have the lemongrass in here, and just look at how the water just rests on that leaf there. Look at that. So instead of using grasses, I decided to use lemongrass because you get the same effect, but it's a grass that's actually nutritious and delicious. I love using it in teas, so I figured I'll still get the beautiful grass, but it's something that I could actually use. And this is, I guess, like a pigweed, not pigweed, but like a type of amaranth, callaloo, but it grows wild, and I have eaten it before, but I've been seeing videos that you're not supposed to, but it's not real callaloo, but it looks like callaloo to me, and I feel like it's just the garden feeding me without me having to do anything. So when I do pull these out, I'll most likely be eating this because it's actually really delicious and resembles callaloo.
What's this cilantro looking?
Oh yeah, this is the celery.
Celery.
So if you look down here, I'm gonna have to harvest on that too. We have some
Nice,
bigger
yeah.
stalks here, and we have some over this side as well. These are a little bit bigger further. Look at this one. That is beautiful. Yeah, this is the Utah Tall variety. So I'm excited about that. I think I'm gonna harvest that. And then I went ahead and planted some corn here. This is the Silver Queen variety, but I noticed that the birds have been plucking these out. So I went ahead and purchased another seed pack just to kind of fill in the space. I may go ahead and cover this for a little bit longer until they're more secure in their planting space, just so that I can stop losing them to the birds. Here's some more volunteer callaloo. And then, let me get this out the way. We have the Jamaican pumpkins. I don't know if you guys remembered, I planted a bunch of these and they are growing really nicely. And then the yam back here, it's actually putting on some growth. We have some leaves and all that good stuff. So I hope my mom sees that. It's living and doing well.
Still gotta fix the tomato
Still
situation.
had to fix the tomato situation. We started the Florida weave, but we do have some tomatoes here, and I'll show you in a second. Before, I'm gonna let you switch places with me so that you could look under here, and we have some okras.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so I have to harvest those. There's a big one right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
There's a curved one over here. Looks like a claw.
Oh my goodness. And then the flowers are just so beautiful. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we have some chives that I'd completely pulled out and it just came right back. And speaking about things coming right back as you pull them out, we have these morning glory vines that just stifle everything. Here we have my grapevine. I think this is a green, let me see, hold on. This is the Lakemont seedless grape. And I now have a spot for it, so I'll be moving that pretty soon. Look at the morning glory flowers there. You see it at the end? Mm-hmm. At least we have, at least we have flowers. Here we have the loofah vine, the one surviving plant. I had 4, and this is just one, and it is growing vigorously. So I think I definitely just needed 1 or 2. Don't need 4, because 1 is doing a pretty good job of covering like half of this trellis on its own.
And you said loofah, like the kind that you use to wash your body?
Yep. So you wait till it dries, and then that's the loofah sponge. And I planted some small dumpling pumpkins here. So that one is coming up. And then I planted some over here with some butternut squash. And then, I don't know if you guys remembered, I planted some sunflowers in these wooden beds, and I put a mesh over it to try to help protect it from the birds, but I wasn't expecting a chipmunk to get in, and it took all of the seeds. There's nothing coming up. I also planted corn right here. It took all the corn seeds. Absolutely none of them came up. So, oh, mosquitoes. In this bed, I have the cucumbers. We're having a little bit of problem with that because the groundhog will come in and eat those, or the birds will like pluck them out. But the squashes here are doing really well. I still have the toilet paper label for this. This is the cocozelle squash. No, that's for the watermelon.
Where's the watermelon?
This is the
In
watermelon.
The cage?
Yep. This is the crimson red. And then we have the orange low here. And I also put in the baby watermelons. Here is the kind of the same setup where we have cucumbers at the top end of the bed. Then
These two are cucumbers?
Yeah, those two are cucumbers. And then we have the squash after that, and watermelons.
So the groundhogs don't go for the squash plants?
They do. They prefer the watermelons first.
Yeah,
So these
ones got eaten.
Yeah, those got eaten pretty good. So slight interruption, we had a little baby crying, but same thing for this bed. We have some watermelon that's been eaten up, one that's surviving, and I'm keeping this close over it right now, but the squashes are doing really well. And then I had planted a dahlia here that is finally coming up, and I kept the bag here so that I can remember. This is the X-tarsers.
It says tubers.
Yeah, but this is the name.
Okay. That was great.
And the cucumbers that's supposed to be here, nothing came up. That's not a cucumber.
No,
Don't
it's
even.
just a toilet paper roll.
Yeah, that's the label. So just keep that there so I know to replant seeds for that. And then if you turn around, you'll see that I left a lot of tomatoes that volunteered. So I left this one here. Oops, it got stepped on the branch, kind of split right here, but it'll be, yeah, it'll be fine though. They are warriors. And then we have a volunteer here.
Nice.
That is putting on, I don't know, it's a volunteer. I don't know. I have to wait till it colors up maybe, but it's doing well on its own. And then we have
tomatoes.
No. Good try though. That's a variety.
No.
And then we have this that is just a bush, but I love it. It's gonna produce tomatoes soon.
Oh, it's a tomato bush?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the tomato leaves.
Oh, we're just not staking up any tomatoes this year, huh?
No. And then here we have some black-eyed Susan that hasn't opened up yet. We have the yarrow. We have the marigold that are finally pushing up because the bunnies stopped eating it.
Oh yeah, look, it's starting to butt up.
Yep. And then we have the Sweet Williams back here that I should probably move somewhere else.
Those are flowers as well?
Yeah.
Oh, right there with the...
These are black-eyed Susans, but I think these are the Sahara Sunset, another variety of the black-eyed Susan. I really love that color.
Yeah, a fake black-eyed Susan.
No. And then we have this bed here. If you guys remembered, I did plant it up with strawberries, but none of it came up. But these are the volunteer calendulas that I moved from over there. And then I have some chives in between. And some beautiful echinacea. This is from last year. I planted it from a tuber. And then over here we have the flower bed that's not looking so amazing right now. But we have, those are African marigolds. I think this is a blanket flower. We have our salvia. We have the black knight, scabiosa. Some gomphrena here. Some echinacea here.
Here we go.
Beautiful black-eyed Susan doing its thing.
Great.
And then we have the bobo hydrangea there, still very small, but it went through like a rough patch where something took it out of its planting hole and all that stuff. So I'm happy to see just foliage on that. And then we have some gladiolas. Our gladiolus here. We have the China aster here. Lemongrass. And then the zinnias. These are the button-up zinnias, and I was planning to cut off some, flowers and all that stuff so they could branch out and stuff, but they did this like all on their own. I did not do anything to these. If you remember, they were like this high, and then overnight they just kind of pushed up. And then we have, I think these are crispedias, like drumstick flowers. Aren't these cute? We have some snapdragons here, some artichokes here, and look at the peppers. Actually, let's come around. Let's go around the other way so you could get a good view of the peppers.
You got some big ones.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me go around.
But first, let's look at the baby's breath. Look at that.
Oh,
look at, you know what, hush. And then we have the Thai chilies. Look at these plump peppers.
Nice.
The eggplants, nothing yet. Yeah, nothing yet. I did plop some fertilizers by the roots of all of these. But let me get you in here. Look. We have, look at that. That's the yellow monster. We have the orange variety here, but I'm gonna pick this one. We have another monster growing here. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
And then we have the purple cayenne. Look at that. And then you see the orange ones.
I do.
Look at that. And then we have the Thai.
Oh, Thai chilies.
Yes, nice. Thai chilies over there as well. Let me get out your way so you could kind of see. And then we have some volunteer nasturtium on your left.
Direct me.
No, it was already in the, you already got it. And then we have this volunteer squash here that I think I'm just gonna pluck out, honestly, because right now it's just...
Not squashing.
Yeah, it's not squashing. I forgot to show you. We have some... What is this? Ooh, some either cantaloupe. No, this is butternut squash, cantaloupe. And then it's supposed to be beans in there, but that got nipped.
Yeah.
So I have to come in and do like a lot of cleanup. The dahlias here are finally blooming. We also have some blooms over on this end. This one is...
Oh, that one looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah. See that? It's beautiful. Still have tomatoes to plant.
Poor tomatoes this year.
Poor tomatoes. And then the sweet potato vines.
It's looking good.
Yeah, finally surviving.
Are you going to do the teepee thing again?
I'm going to keep it wrapped up just like this.
Yeah.
Because last year, the groundhogs, they love the sweet potato vines. And I want to make sure I get sweet potatoes this year. So I don't care how it looks. I'm going to keep it that way. And that way I ensure that I get a harvest. Let's go over by the other peppers. So you could go that way and I'll go around. If you could pass through the squash.
I can get through the squash. Right, squash the squash.
Squash the squash. All right, we have the coleus here.
Whoa, those got bigger.
Yeah, they got huge. Huge, huge. We have the berries over here, raspberries, blackberries, all the berries.
Getting attacked by the
attacked by the, what is it called again?
Glory,
Morning glory is just a horrible, horrible plant. Oregano, they're flowering here. I forgot what my mom told me this is called. Look at this, but it's edible and people actually buy it and it just grows in our yard. So she told me to just She told me to just cook these up with my, with my callaloo. And then here you could see the chamomiles coming up. Look, this part had died off. See that? This is dead. And down here, it's regrowing. Isn't that cool?
So cool. What is this chamomile as well here?
Yeah, that's chamomile. It's dead, but it's going to reseed itself and come back next season and all that good stuff. Look at it. It's wrapping around my pepper.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Gets into everything.
Everything. Whoever planted that morning glory, curse you.
You gotta unwind it.
You gotta unwind it, because if you yank it too hard, you're taking off a limb of the pepper, which I don't want to do. So this is our poblano. Yeah, this is poblano. We have some peppers here. This is the tallest of our pepper varieties that we're growing. And then we have the red Thai chilies. Look at those. Just weeding as we go. And then in this one we have, I think this is the shishito pepper. So we have some greens, we have some reds down here. It's just loaded with peppers. Here we have the, what's this one? The cayenne. This is a cayenne pepper. See some nice red ones down there. And what's this one? This one is the Tabasco pepper. So look up here. Are these cute?
Cool.
Then we have another set of shishito pepper. And then we have the Jimmy Nardellos that are turning color. And then the purple cayenne. Look at them, they're just so cute. So we have some that are needing to turn, but
oh, yeah, I didn't even notice the purple ones.
Yeah, they're camouflage. And then here we have, what's this one? Oh, pepperoni pepper.
Wow.
Yeah, and then this one is the Trinidad pimento pepper. And then this one was actually in the pot for a really long time, but it is growing really nicely. And this one is the Pepper Light Scotch Bonnet.
I don't see any peppers on it yet.
Yeah, because it was really late. I planted that one in the pot like a month after these. And then I have another one over here that I'm gonna be planting like a month later, just to check if, you know, what I use in my soil is like really good. Here we cleaned up a bit. I have some pumpkins, different varieties of pumpkins that I plant along here, and I'm hoping that it just runs down the weed fabric. Some volunteer tomatoes, some sweet alyssums that I hope to border the bed.
Cherry trees.
Cherry
growing
tree.
Immensely. This thing was like a stick last year. Now it's pretty wide.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Doing great. And then we still have the things in the container that I was planning to get out the container, but they're doing great. We have the banana and her pups.
Still convinced that I'll never produce bananas.
You know what?
It's okay.
You will see. We will see. We have some citrus in containers that also need to be transferred. And then, I don't know if you could see, but I planted some, what is it called? Milkweed from seed. So these are the milkweeds there and there. And then some lavender that I planted from seed are right there. And then look. Bathsheba rose. And it's finally getting like, there's a piece that fell over from the rain, but it's getting tall enough to kind of trail up the side. I need to get hooks or something just to keep it on there. Watch your step. And And then we have the Johnny Jump Up seeds that has totally swallowed this blueberry plant. Yeah, there's a blueberry in here. But I was thinking, I'll come in and deadhead them. They don't need that. They not only deadheaded themselves, but they doubled in size. They were right here. And now look how tall they are. And then we have the roselle or hibiscus here that I was planning to take out this container. Didn't happen, but it's working out. We have another Johnny Jumped Up exploding here. And then the dahlias. This is the Sweet William dahlia that I was planning to take out and separate and gift, and that didn't happen. A lot of planning. Let's go down here. We have the grapevine here. Things are doing well over here. What is this again?
Some nut, right?
Yeah, which one is it?
Almond?
Almond, yes. And then the apple that's dealing with rust. This one is not as bad, and I think that's because it has the rust-resistant properties.
Also doubling as a tomato steak.
Yes! It's trying to help me out. It knows I cannot steak all these tomatoes on my own. And then we have...
got eaten.
Yeah.
See, I covered it up so nicely, all the little bunches of blueberries with these bags. And some animal came and ripped the bag off and
yep.
Nommed up all the blueberries.
They said thank you. Another lemongrass, peony. I don't know how you say it. Look at this. This is interesting. Coming from the bottom of the peach, we have this like autumn colored set of leaves, but this one has gone nuts. Look at this.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I mean, our other peach tree blew up too.
Yeah, but this, I just planted it this year, I think. Purslane, per something.
That's the one your mom said.
Yes, that's edible. And it is, because I've seen it being sold. This is Black-Eyed Susan, another variety. Tinier. Yeah, isn't it cute? We have some borage on the floor, some yarrow, gomphrena. Oh my gosh, it tripled in size. It was literally just this. This was it. It wasn't even this tall. And you can see the rust here.
Yeah. Apple trees. Still growing.
Quite sad.
Though.
Yeah, it's pushing through, which is nice.
Treat them next year.
Yeah. And then volunteer tomatoes. And honestly, I'm really letting these volunteers go because I've been so bad with my tomatoes this year. So bad. I planted some lantana under here. You could see we have a bloom. This is from seed. And then we have some snapdragon and then some petunias here. I gotta clear this out. Ugh. This is our peach tree.
Also dealing with a bit of a fungus.
Yeah, that one has the leaf curl. The leaf curl, and you can't really do anything about this. Once they catch it,
flies too.
They just have to grow out of it, which look,
yeah,
she's growing out of it.
It is. If you look at the top, you see some nice shoots coming up.
And this is a full-size tree.
Oh, so, it is. That's why it got so big.
Yeah. Yes. And then look, this is the Black-Eyed Susan. Let me see if I have the tag around this one. I'm pretty sure this is the Sahara something. Sahara sunset or something. It looks like a sunset to me.
It's a blueberry, right?
That's a blueberry that has recovered so much since the last time. I remember I was thinking of taking it out because it just wasn't even putting on a lot of foliage. Then we have the hydrangea that I took from behind the garden storage room or our, what do you call it, sunroom? Yeah, it's looking really good.
Like dead sticks before.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one over here. There's another one right here. That's where I put the other one. Yeah, they're nice and green.
Coming back.
And then, yeah, so we have another black-eyed Susan. I didn't even know I planted so many different varieties. The Gomphrenas.
Little blueberry back there.
Little blueberry back there. The lemongrass. Dahlia here.
Is that another tomato? No, what is this?
That is a weed.
Oh.
And then this tree is just down for the count.
One of the few that didn't make it that we planted.
Yeah, so weird. So weird.
Yeah, it looks very dead.
Yeah. So we have the other hydrangea right there, and it's putting on blooms. And peony, snapdragon, a peach tree that's doing well. Sweet romance lavender that needs to come out of the container.
And what about this one?
That's a peony, and this is a aronia berry.
Okay.
Yeah. If you swing over here, we have the elderberries. They're out of the flowering stage, and now they're going to be making those berries for us. I'm excited. We have a blueberry that I could now plant. I was keeping it in the container because it had berries on it, and I didn't want to transplant it and go through shock and then lose all its berries. So my intention was to keep the berries so I could enjoy that. The birds and other critters enjoy. Yeah. So I'm going to find a place for that. And then we have the, what is this again? Milkweed here. And some Shasta daisy that I planted from seed. We have the Emily Bronte rose and the boba hydrangea. The one here is doing a lot better. We have our Bartlett peach. Pear. You're right. And then some yarrow. I also have some poppies here. And then the chives. And this is the Sonyorita rose. And the hydrangeas, these are the Limelight Primes. I can't wait for those to kind of size up. Do you want to take a look at the deck? It's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah.
So really quickly on the deck, because it's starting to rain, we have the dahlia here. This is the water silk from Renee's Garden, doing really well. Deadhead in itself, it's amazing. The herb green stalk, also performing really well. The lettuce back here, everything is doing really well. The only thing that I do have to do is get these gingers out and plant them in one of the raised beds. I started them indoors just to give them a head start, but now I need to actually do the other part, which is plant them out. Look at the avocado. It's doing really well. It's really starting to come down. We're gonna do the front really quickly, not much to see. I planted these purple gladiolas, but I should have clumped them together. That would have given a better impact. The strawberries here have been eaten up, nibbled on by deers. They found me. I'm not happy about that. But the two dahlias here are doing really well, and so have my pomegranates. I'm really excited about those especially. And my poor cherry trees. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to move them because the deers, oh dear. The deers have been having a nice little snack, a full meal with my cherry trees. Yeah, this is all
leafed up.
Yeah.
Now we just got a few leaves on the top.
So sad. The strawberries here are putting out runners, and I'm just trying to direct the runners so it doesn't go too crazy. But more importantly, we have some massive, if you come step right here and take a look at the onions.
Yeah, those are huge.
Look at those. So we might be doing a big onion harvest in a week's time. I think they we'll put on some more growth. I don't think they're completely done growing as yet. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, great.
The purple ones in there. And then lastly, we have a limelight prime hydrangea here. And then the banana that both of them can't stay. I need to move one of them. I don't know which one yet, but they're both doing well. And then I have some gladiolus here. So yeah, you wanna go? I grabbed an umbrella because it's raining really hard. This is our side bed here that you never really see because we need to do a whole overhaul of this area. I do have some limelight primes that I think could go in anyways because they're just going to be going in the back. And then we have some mimosa seedlings that are popping up. I think I'm going to post those for people that want.
I chopped down this mimosa tree maybe a year or two ago, and now it's just shooting right back up.
Yeah, but we were chopping it down because we felt like it wasn't in a good place, but we really like mimosa trees. Like, we're really sad about ours dying in the back. It's so beautiful. But I think we're going to end it here. Max is taking shelter under the mimosa tree while I hold this umbrella. So I think it's time that we cut it here. Thank you guys so much for like all your support, for me starting this channel. You guys have been, you know, commenting and just leaving like the most sweetest things and just very uplifting. It's just been amazing. So I just wanted to take a little time and thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment for me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful garden season, and I will see you in the next harvest video. Bye.